Hey, Blue Table fans. All right, I'm here with Chris. Oh, there he is. Haha. All right, so we're doing Necrons versus Tau. Tell us about your Tau army.
Okay, so I've got a battalion detachment. I have 2 HQs, a commander, and then he doesn't have any guns. He doesn't have any guns. He's just there to buff things.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
He just has 2 support systems. And then I have a cadre Fireblade. The Fireblade is my warlord. He has the Exemplar of Koyan warlord trait. And
what does that do?
As long as he doesn't move, he can reroll his hits. Okay. So he's basically just a marker like Caddy. And then the commander, he has the Pure Tide Engram chip. So that'll let me reroll a hit, wound, or damage once per game, and also lets me get command points back.
Okay.
Both of them have 2 marker drones. I have got 6 troops, 4 5-man units of breachers, and then 2 10-man Kroot units.
Oh, this. Okay, keep going. Okay. Wait, this is still. Okay, keep going.
Where are we at?
The Kroot.
Okay, yeah, so it's 2 10-man Kroot units, and then I have a 3-man unit of broadside battle suits. They have 6 marker drones with them, and they're all missiles all the time.
That's a lot of marker lights.
And then, let's see, I have a Firesight Marksman. You can't really get them, so I made one.
Okay.
I have 3 units of stealth suits, 2 6s and a 3. And then I have a unit of sniper drones. Those are also heavy support, so those elites, heavy support.
Okay, and, sounds good.
Yeah, that's pretty much the army. I'm running a custom sept with the hardened warheads and upgunned. So my missiles have an additional -1 to their AP, and so do my burst cannons.
Okay, nice to know. Burst cannons. So the stealth suits have burst cannons.
They do.
Okay, so the stealth suits and the broadsides are -1 additional AP.
Additional -1, yep.
All right, well, this is going to be a very interesting army to play against. And over here, I've got 3 canoptic wraiths with transdimensional beamers. I take them with that just because that's what they're modeled with. My 3 Hexmark destroyers, 3 plasmancers. Just a note, this guy's base is slightly too big. So that flies in a casual game, but not at a tournament. My awesome monolith and 20-10-10 of Necron warriors with the carbines. That's the close range, higher powered weapon. All right, let's play. Okay, for you new players, there's 14 steps before you start playing the battle. And one is select battle size, which we did, 1,500. Second is muster armies. That's the little part here. You're supposed to provide a hard copy to your opponent of your army list. And to me, that just solves so many things. I mean, geez. Here we just tell each other what's in the army. Oh, my warlord is this guy, by the way, and he has Veil of Darkness and Pride, which gives him -1 to damage. Incoming. Okay, anyway, step 3, determine mission. We're playing Scorched Earth, and that has 6 objectives. We've marked them with these little Space Hulk things here. Yep, it's low tech. And determine mission, read mission briefing, which we have, place objective markers, which we have, create battlefield, which we have, select secondary objectives. Here we go. All right, so Chris took Assassinate, which gives him points for killing each one of the 3 plasmancers.
Plasmancers. Characters as well.
Oh, the Hexmarks are characters too. Okay, that was a really good one for you to choose then, because those guys are not very tough. Banners, which allows him to get extra points by erecting banners on the objectives, and Titan Hunter, which will give him 10 points if he can kill the monolith. I took Engage on all fronts, which gives me points for controlling 3 or having guys in 3 quarters, but not close to the middle. Thin Ranks, which it gives is kill points, and I took that because he has a lot of squishy guys there. And Cut Off the Head, which gives me points for killing his warlord, which is the guy,
That guy.
What's it called, Dark Strider?
No, Cadre Fireblade.
Cadre Fireblade. All right, cool. All right, guys, this is a not rep for a reason. Like, okay, we're at top of the second, Tau, second turn, And basically, I move the monolith up. On my turn, I move the monolith up and charge. The monolith is down to 2 wounds. The broadsides just took them to town, did, I do believe, 14 wounds, something like that. The monolith's shooting was pathetic. I only managed to peel off 2 stealth suits with all the minuses and stuff there. Tao's still looking good with like 8 command points. The command point refund ability of the commander is really helping out. And I forgot to move my wraiths. They were supposed to move up and then potentially create some problem up here, but I just sat there. So that's my one major blunder of the game. The stealth suits are moving out of close combat here. These were the advanced deploy guys. And points well spent. They're only 25 points each, right? For stealth suits?
Something like that. I think
Yeah,
like 23
they're
or something.
cheap. And surprisingly cheap. And the models are like super cool. I just love them. And let's see here. What else? Yeah, I disintegrated the Kroot. We all knew that was going to happen. The Kroot were really a distraction. I did, however, have the presence of mind to move my 20-man unit up and blow up most of the stealth suits with it, ignoring the Kroot, not just shooting the closest thing because of whatever. Because of the drone savior protocols, there's really nothing I could do against these broadsides. I had to use the ability Stellar Alignment Protocol, 2 command points for Titanic over here, and that allowed him to use his top profile, even though he was down to 2 wounds. But ultimately, all he did was kill some stealth drones and 2 stealth suits. So a 360-point model really only took maybe 150 points off the board. It was pretty sad, and now I'm just gonna get whooped. Because I think I know what's happening with these guys. There's going to be, let me guess, there's going to be a lot of stratagems and things where they shoot like heck in close combat. Because they have pistols, right? Is this the pistol trick?
Well, I mean, no, this isn't any pistol trick. This is just...
Oh, they're just moving up and doing it. And so I probably, at the end of this turn, 40K really is only a 3-turn game. The first turn is the beginning, the second is mid-game, the third turn is basically the end game with how it runs now. And unless the losses are equal, and quite frankly, I don't know if I killed that much. 2 units of Kroot, 4 stealth suits, and the sniper drones. Now, killing the sniper drones will help me because this guy won't die this turn, possibly. And I did remember living metal. The whole army has it, so I actually got 2 wounds back from that. So like I always say, 40K is the game of remembering things and measuring things correctly. And the big change I'm making to my play to improve is to pay attention during my opponent's turn. Ask questions. Know what's going on. Take a look at him when he's measuring and rolling. And so that I know, I can think of what to do, how to respond, and keep track of where objectives are. And it makes a big difference because, like these guys, they could have consolidated into that quadrant and earned me some engage on all fronts points, but they didn't because I didn't think of it, because I wasn't paying attention. And so that's why I keep this little guy right here. I keep a little handy notepad to keep track of my things. And keep those stratagems going. Stratagems are a huge deal now. They're not some afterthought. And I usually keep them on the board to remind me. For now, when I'm playing an actual game, I'm going to keep track of them over here on the side. And do better. All right, guys, here we go. You can look at my beautiful face. Yeah. Oh, let's check in with Jonah. I'll do exactly what I said I wasn't going to do.
Hey, what's up?
Jonah's working on some jet bikes.
You could say that.
Benny and the jet bikes. Dun, 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 dun. All right, anyway. Now, every time you go up against jet bikes, you're going to hear that song in your head. All right. Yep. That's all I got to say about that. Do you have anything to say, Jonah?
Eldar jewels suck.
Yes, they are wonderful and so fun to paint. I can't get enough of them. And there you go. Don't go on Craigslist on the craft world and respond to an ad saying paint Eldar jewels.
Or do that.
It's
humanity.
Eldrad's list where everything you have to look it up on
jewels.
Urban Dictionary first
just jewels.
on the craft world Craigslist. Okay, guys. All right, that's enough of that. Chris is unamused. He's focused. He's laser beam focused on his turn. Yeah, Chris is like, these guys are going to be gone. These guys are going to be erased, basically. Because this monolith ain't going to last. Because it has no invuln save. I think that's the problem with the monolith. Or at least living metal. Like, how does that not have living metal? I don't understand. But it is pretty cool. Well, at toughness 8, pretty much nothing is wounding it on a 3-up.
They're going to advance.
Basically. Okay, who's advancing?
These guys.
Okay, great.
Those breachers.
4, nice.
10.
Breachers are bad news. Yeah, there's a list I read that had breachers on it, and there was some sort of trick they were doing with the breachers. Yeah, look at that. He's just swarming past the monolith because the monolith is just not going to be there. It's not going to be there. And he has nothing deep striking. I still have these hex marks coming in. These may actually be my saving grace. If somehow he doesn't kill the monolith, that's going to be game over right there. But, with probability spikes, which, as you guys know, I've talked about ad nauseum, there's no way. This is really like a game of chess, like the game of chess. Finish your sentence, John. This is already done. How many of these guys are going to be dead out of the 17 from this shooting?
Hopefully all of them. But
All of them.
hopefully.
Methinks the lady is overly optimistic.
I mean, if you think so.
Well, how many shots are they going to have?
Well,
They're going to have.
It's going to have 2 shots per. I'm be hitting on 3s, rolling 1s.
Yeah, it's going to be like 30 shots. And you're going to hit with 20. You're going to wound with 13.
6-up save.
Oh, is it -2? Okay, that's bad. So you're going to have 10 guys die, and then out of those, maybe 2 or 3 are going to come back. So yeah, that unit's not going to be gone.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. With just their shooting, unless I'm missing something.
Maybe.
Oh, look at that smart aleck face there.
right,
Jeez.
I'm gonna shoot at
Oh,
you a
you
little bit.
smarmy bastard. Oh my gosh.
So.
All right,
we're
here
gonna
we
reroll
go.
all their failed wounds as well.
Hold on. Is that a stratagem?
Yeah, stratagem. So do I get to keep it?
What,
I do.
hold on. What's the stratagem called?
It's called.
Oh, you don't know. You're just. I don't know. I think you're making it up as you
control
go.
node. There you go.
There it is.
Command and
Okay.
control node from
Thank
him,
you.
Make me think of
Okay,
names.
I'm just giving these guys whatever. Oh, okay, cool. I'll give the guy a 2-up invuln. Here you go.
Cool. I'm about to do mortal wounds to him too. So.
Oh, okay. Everybody loves to kill that monolith because he's so good looking.
All right. This guy. He's gonna go ahead and do.
You're so good looking. Plus 100 points to get that reference. Okay.
First, this guy, well, these two
This is good
will do
times.
markers into them.
Oh, the stupid markers. All right, I have counters for these markers over here somewhere. Where'd I put them?
Those two
That's weird.
first. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so he blew up the monolith. No surprises there. And yeah, I think these guys haven't shot, right?
They haven't.
Okay. But everything else seems like it's shot.
Everything over here.
You smart ass. Okay, hold on. What hasn't shot?
I'm waiting for your shenanigans. That's the
Well, hold on. Okay, so I did Curse of the Pharaon. It's an auto explode.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's Hand of the Pharaon and Curse of the Pharaon. My mistake. For a Titanic unit, it's 3. So it does D6 mortal wounds to everything within 6 inches. This unit,
guys up.
okay, I want to just blow them up. Thank you. Nope, only 2 guys die. The
guy.
dude there takes 1. What?
Oh, boy.
This is the weakest explosion. You better roll a
these
6
guys.
for those guys.
2.
2?
All right. And that's
Oh, rats.
Four
That
left.
was a pathetic. And so hold on. I did 5 wounds? No, I did 4 wounds off of
5,
3
6,
dice.
Well, yeah.
Lame.
You had 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. You had 5.
5 wounds. That's lame. Okay, anyway, so this guy's now gone.
Blurp.
Yeehaw! So he only got 1 turn, but he lived, this monolith lived a full life.
It was a very
He managed to get all the way across the board.
The base is kind of wobbly.
Yeah, I know. I gotta glue it on permanently. Okay, go.
cool. All right, so then
My monolith, you blew up my monolith. What's that commercial? You sank my battleship?
yeah, you sank my battleship. All right, these guys are gonna blast your commander over there.
Blasting the commander. Yeah, he's like out in the open now. He's like, I'm safe behind my warriors. Rick and Morty style. Okay, there you go. You watch Rick and Morty?
I do.
Yep, we're all fans around here.
So 4s.
Yeah, the Indomitus box was awesome. It had so many great models in it. And they're actually good. Like Necron Warriors, you want those. You do not want Immortals. Just get Necron
You
Warriors.
have 9 regular saves for him.
9 regular saves.
You could feel 5.
Here we go.
almost,
4 ups. I'm just doing 6 because that's what I have. 2 down.
That's enough.
Let me do 3 more.
Oh,
Yeah, 3. So even if I re-rolled 1, he would be dead. I'm going to use 1 command point for Resurrection Protocols.
go for it.
Kuh.
Do I get
So on a
shielded?
4 up,
Nope.
he comes back.
That's the end of the phase.
Guy, the Tau stupid command points never run out. You still have 6, right?
I have however many's in there? Yeah, 6. Okay.
Hold
so
on, I got to roll my 4 up.
That's at the end of the phase, so I can't shoot.
Oh, end of the phase?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just shoot him dead
yeah,
again.
yeah, so I can't just shoot.
That's
him.
nice. All right, well, that's where he was. We'll put the dice here to remind us, and the card.
And then
And I'm ready.
over here, we will pay 1. Do we get to keep it?
Oh, yeah, I'm dead.
Bloop.
This game is over,
So
Chris.
we pay 1.
Because of those guys. I can't get rid of them.
So now they have 4 marker lights on them because I paid
Yeah, I
1.
have nothing to do against these guys.
So this first unit will shoot them.
Okay, I'm ready.
Actually, let me see if I want.
They have 4 marker lights?
Yeah, now they have 4.
there's
I
only
just paid 1 to have another one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this
Don't
unit,
you have to do that when the marker light
No,
goes on?
it's whenever.
Oh, okay.
The D3 is when I do it. The extra 1 is whatever.
Oh, okay, great.
So
That's a
this-
command point then?
That's, yep, 1 command point.
Okay, so
this
you're
unit
down to
will shoot.
5 then.
Yep, no, I got it back.
Oh, you got it back? Dang it. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so here is the middle unit. Hitting on
Oh,
4s.
these guys haven't shot yet.
No, none of them have.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you were right.
All right, so middle unit, hitting on 4s, roll
Those guys
1s.
aren't going to be there.
Hitting on rerolling 1s. Okay, so now, ooh, that was terrible. 3s. Okay, so you have 3 at -2.
3 at -2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need 6s.
Yep, so you need 6s.
All right, I'm just spacing off about how I'm going to win this game in the end. There's 1. So 2 guys die.
2 guys die. That's it for that first unit. So
Wait a second. This is the one that's shooting?
that's the one that shot.
Okay, great. Resurrections, reanimation protocols, nothing. These guys are actually dead. Ooh, they are going to run away so bad.
And then this unit will shoot. So 2.
All right, we'll get back to you. I still have some things on the board, but it's a little thin, actually, if I must say. Oh boy, it's these broadsides, man. That was so much shooting, and I just couldn't get close enough to kill him. Of course, to be fair, I've only taken 1 turn, and like 2/3 of my army is off the board.
So you have 3 at -1 there.
Okay, here we go. Looking for 5s. No. I'll take these guys off. Is that unit? Is that unit finished?
That unit's finished.
Which unit has still left to go?
These guys.
Which one? Those? Okay. Reanimations. 1.
Get 1 back. There you go.
Put him right here. Okay.
Cool, cool,
He's
cool.
facing the wrong way. I have returned, brother. I have returned, brother. Burpy burp. That's how my Necrons sound.
Right, so, yep. All right, these 2 schmucks
Oh,
will
I
shoot
didn't
him.
move him out of 18 inches.
No, sir.
Oh, man. See, I could have done that better. Guys, it's little things like that. Of course, I don't think I could have done anything about it. This was the farthest back one that I could have kept it alive. Oh, here we go.
1s. Oh, that was terrible. All right. Okay.
All right, we'll get back to you after this pathetic mop-up operation is done.
1 at -1.
Okay, welcome back to the worst battle reports on the net. Hey, this falls under better than nothing. So I made a mistake with my Cryptek. I charged them in. I made the charge on the stealth suits. I ended up just wiping them out wretchedly. But I got a 10-inch charge, and for some reason I wanted to be way over here rather than within range of this objective. And that made a big difference because it made it so that Chris had 3 objectives rather than 2. And that was a big deal.
That didn't do it. It was this one. It was this charge over here that did it.
What's
Because
that?
I consolidated around.
Oh, that's
killed him,
right.
And then moved again. Because you had a guy with 1 movement.
So you piled in and then consolidated and then took this objective away from me, which I don't like one single bit. So I don't know, my Canoptic Wraiths, they charged in, they killed 1 Fire Warrior. That's all they managed. So that's, and in combat, they took 1 guy out. So, oh yeah. I don't know. I'm on the fence about Wraiths. They made their melee 4-up, which was not great for melee guys. I don't know. I'm a little ambivalent about the things. But my hex marks did come down and help me with whatever it is I was... Well, actually, they didn't. That guy did. That guy took an objective. And this guy's on this one. So I'm not doing too bad. It was 2 objectives to 3, but charging into these units and then killing that guy on the end, which was a long shot, basically let these guys swing around and take it. So that was kind of a big deal. And the broadsides are just lame. So much firepower. I just couldn't get to them in any way. So I don't know. I think I've talked a lot about tier compression, where it's like, oh, such and such army is bottom tier. Well, that's not as far a drop as it used to be, guys. I think they've done a really good job at ratcheting armies. Or I guess maybe just, you know, Necrons, a middle tier army played by a not so good player, that's me, against a really good, low tier army being played by a really good player, that's Chris, ends up being kind of getting beaten down. But of course I'm making notes about all my mistakes. I'm trying new things in my lists, and I'm documenting this all to try and figure out what works and what doesn't work. My real challenge this game was I just couldn't get something over there. And in a way it was from having first turn. If I had had first turn, I would have had that monolith onto those broadsides, or at least back there. It's a tough call. Of course, that begs the question, is the monolith at 380 points in a 1,500 point game the thing to bring? And I'm not so sure. Okay, are you shooting yet?
Yes. Oh,
Chris just moved everything. The Plasmancers have done pretty well. They've actually done more than their points in kills. And for those of you that don't pay very good attention to your objectives, I think thin the ranks is a good thing for you, because at the end of the game you can just look at your opponent's dead pile and count up the points. But of course I'm not getting that many points over here, probably 4 or 5 points. It's a tough call. All right, I'll be back to tell you how it went. But quite frankly, I think with shooting, this is going to be close to a mop-up. But the fact is, there's not a lot of strength on this side of the board. It's a tough call. Those hex marks, if he doesn't take out the hex marks, those guys are tough customers. I did make an error here. The hex mark is a character, and I think I'm more than 3 inches away here.
It would need to be a 3-man unit to stop me from shooting.
Oh, would it? Okay. Thank you very much for that clarification. So anyway, but that's the type of thing that I'm talking about, is to remember all those little details. The hex marks are characters. They have different targeting restrictions. So, tough call. Okay, go. Go, go, go. Don't, yeah, don't wait for me.
All right, we're going to reroll all failed wounds with these guys again. Command and control. Do I get to keep it? I don't. All right.
Oh, jeez. So many command points. And your commander's literally just sat back here,
That's all he does.
just doing nothing.
Hanging out.
Same thing with this guy.
Same thing with that
Conquer
guy.
Fireblade.
He's done plenty.
Well, you know.
All right, Chris took me to the cleaners. Let's take a look at what's left.
Yeah, so
2 models, a Hexmark and 1 Canoptek. It's those broadsides. Man, those guys took me to the cleaners, and I just couldn't get to them. I just couldn't do anything. But I'm going to identify mistakes and shore up my list building. So Chris, go ahead. You were talking about
so
something.
I was saying for this 1,500 point game, I brought the broadsides because they were kind of the lesser of two units that I would bring. They're kind of...
So the other thing would have been more powerful.
Yeah, it would have been more powerful, yeah.
I would have been crying even harder.
I mean, it would have done more damage faster, so... No.
It'll be like, what's this? What's this, Sean? Your Hello Kitty diary? Why is it stained with tears?
Hey, you know what? That's okay. we all have our output, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, with when I build lists, usually what I do is I only take one big unit, like one heavy points thing.
Okay.
And then the rest of it is support. And that's just because if you take a bunch of stuff that's a bunch of points, you're going to run out of things, and then you're just gonna have like a lot of eggs in one basket. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So, especially at 1,500, so if I brought my other big unit, it would have been a 9-man unit of Farsight Enclaves crisis suits.
Okay.
Okay, so
What does Farsight Enclaves give them?
So, what that would do is I would make them a veteran cadre. So they would be hitting on 3s and shooting, 4s in close combat.
Okay.
Now,
Hold on, is that just something you can pick? Do you
I
pay
just
points
pay-
for
I
it?
just
How do you
pay
get
a couple
that?
of command points for it.
Oh, you pay command points before the game.
Yeah.
Got
So, and now what happens there is Farsight Enclaves, if you're within 12 of them, they get an extra marker light hit on you. And there's also some other stratagems and stuff. So essentially what that unit would be doing is shooting at 3 different units each turn, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, rerolling everything to wound, and most likely killing all 3 of them. Because each of them would have a fusion blaster for killing vehicles and monsters and stuff. Each one would have a burst cannon, and then each one would also have a plasma rifle.
Would it be one giant unit of 9 guys?
Yes, 9 guys.
Is it a separate detachment?
No, it's just, I wouldn't take the specialized, I just take all Farsight Enclaves.
Oh, I see, okay.
And then, so what that unit would do is it would either start on the board or it would come down. And then I would say, okay, well, I kill the monolith, I kill all these warriors, I kill probably all these other warriors. Because, well, and also, amusingly, one of the guys would have oh gosh, what's it called? The air bursting fragmentation projector, which I would give them the relic to where that guy's a 2-up armor save, and then he ignores AP 1 and 2.
So you make that one particular guy take the hits.
Yeah, so he would end up being like, all right, well, I shoot all these warriors. Okay, you take 15 at -2. Okay, well, I just take 15 2-up armor saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't you have to do them one at a time till that guy dies?
Well, yeah, but he's probably not going to die.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he could, but it's unlikely.
So wait, he has a 2-up invuln?
2-up armor. So against them, it would be a 2-up invul because he'd ignore AP 1 and 2.
Oh, I see. Okay, good. Thank you very much. And what is that gives him that?
So you take an air bursting fragmentation projector, which is a gun, and then you give them the it's experimental weapon system, something
Yeah.
like that, and that ignores AP 1 and 2.
Okay.
That targets them.
Okay. Just that one guy.
Well, yeah, but you take everything on him, and then it's like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, so you just not a 1, not a 1, not a 1,
And
not
then
a
and then they come down with like 18 drones. So
Oh, geez.
yeah,
Okay, interesting. The old Death Star.
kind of. I mean, it can definitely still die, but you have
Well, how many points is that unit with drones and everything? It's
with
got to be like
drones-
500 and some odd, right?
Yeah, with drones, it's like I think it's like 8, something like that, maybe 9.
800 points?
It's not terrible.
Not terrible. That's a huge investment of points.
Yeah, but
All right,
it kills
cool.
everything.
But it does everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I got to tell you, this is a very interesting game. As a veteran player, how could I have improved my list?
So I really think if you're going the warrior heavy route, then you need to go all into it and not take the special stuff until you have enough points to. Like in my Necron list, I always take 60 warriors every time.
Okay.
And then I have the
Well, and that's
Technomancer.
true because the 10-man units just vaporized.
No.
They had no staying power.
Yeah. Well, especially getting shot at with something with a lot of shots.
Right. Okay, continue.
So, I mean, I always take a Technomancer, And then I always
Really?
take,
Why Technomancer?
because
What does he do?
gives, so he'll give
I don't know.
D3 guys back a turn.
Oh,
And
he
then-
does.
Yep. And
Okay.
then
Keep talking.
yeah, and then also
I've slid over here to look up Technomancer.
I also always take.
so many cryptecs. They're all so good.
Well, yeah, he's a
You
cryptic.
gotta collect them
He's
all.
the Technomancer cryptic. And then I also always take.
Oh, hold on. It's rites of reanimation.
Yeah, rights of reanimation.
Right, but just as a slight note on that, you can only do that one time to a unit per turn.
Per unit per turn.
But there's
yeah.
like a couple things that do it.
Yeah.
Illuminor Xeros can do
Yeah.
it twice.
Yeah.
But still, if I were bringing back 2 guys per 20-man unit, that would be a lot of guys.
Well, yeah, and if I mean, and it helps you with movement. So at the beginning of your thing, you're like, okay, well, I'll put 2 more guys at the front here, and then I can charge you better because, you know.
Reanimation creep.
Yeah. Well, and then I also take.
That's my name, or that's my name for it.
And then I also take overlords and lords with reanimation orbs. So with the yeah.
Oh, so the best thing is actually the absolute most boring thing ever.
Oh no.
Yeah,
not really.
it is. 60 warriors.
Hey.
Lords are boring as cheese.
And then I take
Sorry,
Anrakar,
cheese.
I take Anrakar the Traveler. Everybody has +1 attack. So then, if somebody
Okay.
wants to come tango, I'm like, cool. I got 40 attacks. Come at me.
Right. Okay. So you play Necrons too. Do you have a Necron army? This Necron army you're talking about?
I got a whole Necron.
Is it all painted out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
I can bring it next time if you want.
No, I don't want that. I actually was very pleased to see your Tau. That was really nice. And, okay, cool. Well, thank you very much. And for new players, I would advise you to, if you play a veteran player like Chris, to, oh boy, what the heck's going on here? To ask that question, how could I have played better? And I think, you know, a lot of times after a game, if you've got wiped off the board, like I did just now, the temptation just to be like, it doesn't feel great. But by the way, I've lost so much that I'm kind of used to it now. But it's a great opportunity to say, well, how could I have played better? And to learn something. So that was a list. Thank you, Chris. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, not particularly. I mean, it was.
Okay, cool.
good, yeah.
Are you going to the thing at Paragon on the 17th? Well, that's
maybe?
kind of, you don't know about it. Okay.
Maybe.
I think I had the idea that it had already filled up.
Yeah, it's already
So,
filled. I'm going
there
to
you
one of
go.
them. I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to the one on the 17th. Either that or the 20. There's one on the 24th, right?
I don't know.
No.
No, there's one on the 17th for
10th
sure.
and 17th. So I'm going to the one on the 17th.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. All right, now me. Oh, you never played Warhammer Fantasy?
No, I played Sigmar a little bit, but I never got around to fantasy. I really wanted to though. It looked really fun.
Okay, cool. So anyway, with these guys, yeah, lost opportunity was to pile in.
Yeah. We can just show it if you want. You wanna-
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go. So I had my
So
guys.
we got the camera all set and everything.
Well, first off, was it a mistake to try and charge all 3 of those units?
I would say yes. So you have these guys here, and I was holding this objective, right?
And this is the objectives dance, guys. This guy only had 1 wound left, so this unit of Firewars here killed him and swung around onto this objective. And
So
I did nothing during pile in and
what I would have
consolidate.
done is had them come over here, had them assault this unit, and go this way.
Right,
Okay. Okay.
pile in.
So this was their charge. Okay.
Right.
And then they pile in. He gets closer. So he's closer to like this guy. So he moves in, but then ends up closer to this guy.
right.
He does the same with this guy. He comes in.
Oh, so
does
for
the
your
same there.
consolidate, you swing around the next guy.
So then you attack. You
A double
should
swing.
you should kill these guys.
Right.
The roll was a little bad, but you should kill them. But even if you didn't, like I want to keep control of this. So I'm like, let's say you kill like 2 guys. Let's say you rolled real bad and you killed 2 guys because I think you killed 2, right? You killed 2 guys.
No, I killed 1.
Well,
Anyway,
we'll say you
to
killed 2.
continue.
Whatever. So now it's like, oh well, crap. You know. So sadly, I'm still holding it, but that would have put them over here. Okay.
Right.
And I wouldn't have had those attacks back to kill him.
Right.
Okay, I would have had 2 attacks, that's definitely not killing him. But you should have killed them, it was a bad roll, but the tactical thing to do would be charge them, you kill them, then you take that objective and get rid of my flag.
Right.
So this, like charging everything, like in theory keeps me from shooting, but that's not important right now. It's getting this objective, getting those points.
Right. And it really is, it's not a kill things game,
Yeah.
which makes some units better.
Yeah,
And
killing
that's why the
things-
wraiths are strong, because of their slinking advance, which allows them basically hit and run. Continue.
Yeah, and like yeah, killing things like it's important, but it's not as important as just getting those points. If you can get the points and forego killing something, I mean, like if you have to forego killing something to get points, get the points. Unless that thing is just going to wipe you off the table. I mean,
Right. Okay, cool. All right, thanks a lot, Chris. That's really amazing. Good. I'm getting all this knowledge slowly. Nobody wants to see as beautiful as my face is. Nobody wants to see it up that close. It's bad enough. Okay, so but here come the plugs. Please like, subscribe, and comment. That'd be amazing. I'd love to get some great comments in there. And also, I have a painting thing that we do. And I just have so many great deals on painting to accommodate anybody that wants to get their army painted. Don't be shy. Contact me, get a quote, and at least have that number out there to know what it is. What else? Nope, that's it. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it.